And the first campaign we have launches on November 30th, and it's called Harakiri, Blades of Honor. And this plays 1 to 4 players and takes about 60 to 150 minutes to play. And this is a cooperative dungeon crawler that takes place in Japan during the time of the samurai. But this also incorporates elements like magic and mythical creatures and takes place after a civil war that has thrown Japan into darkness. And there are a few different design decisions that I do think makes this game a little different from other dungeon crawlers. The first thing is that the map is a lot less linear than many other dungeon crawlers. That's quite a wide map with a grid pattern that gives players a lot of flexibility in the way that they move around, and the decisions that you make throughout the campaign are also going to affect the way that different locations are set up when you reach that area. And this doesn't just take into account the decisions that you've made, but also the successes and failures that you've made along the way. Players will also be able to decide how they want to grow their character's strengths, and although there is a main story arc, each character does have different personal missions that you can explore along the way. And the enemy AI is another area that does stand out in this game. There are some regular move and attack actions that they can perform like you might expect in your regular dungeon crawler, but this game does also add some variability and an aggressive stance that the enemies can move into that will unlock some different abilities that they can perform. And you're going to be rolling a die to determine which action they take, so you never know exactly what they're going to do, but you will have some idea of what they're capable of. And the game has some really nice artwork and miniatures for all the different characters that you can play as, and you're going to be playing with a hero board that's going to track your health, your traits, and stats, as well as an armor slot where players can lock in different upgrade cards that they find throughout the game, and players will be managing different stats like their power, which will help them with their attacks, their dexterity, which helps with movement, their knowledge, which allows them to use better equipment, and your spirit, which dictates how good you are at controlling your ki, which I believe helps with almost all your abilities in some way, and also helps you come back from the dead. Players will also be building up their relationship with their kami, which is a sort of god, and as players move up the ranks with their kami track, they'll be able to unlock some new powerful abilities. And each character does come with its own set of abilities, but on top of that, when you stack the different equipment that you can find, as well as the different kami, and also just the decisions that you make and how you develop your character, you'll have quite a lot of variability with the way that you can play this game. And all the miniatures in this one all look awesome. Not only do they have some really nice detail that, as long as they execute on the manufacturing, I think will look really good, they also have some really excellent action poses, and they even have these oversized miniatures which just look incredible, and I'm tempted to back just to get this dragon. Definitely an interesting campaign here with some really nice art and miniatures, so if you like the style of this one and it looks like a fun game to you, I have links to all these campaigns in the description below.